Hello YouTube, Baraki3 here, back with another kicking action figure review. Today is over my first Trendmasters Gamera figure, the Gamera Guardians of the Universe Jiger. That's right, and this one's from the more 5-inch line. I believe that there were two lines. One was just like the regular plastic ones that didn't move, like the Godzilla ones. And then there were these guys that all had missiles and also, I think, roared. This is my first one, so I'm not really sure. I saw a bunch of G-Fest, and some were in the big, roaring package, and then some were like in these little single card packages. So I think that's how the line worked. That's how the Godzilla line worked, so I'm assuming that's how the Gamera line worked as well. But yeah, saw this guy at the comic shop along with a Mecha King Ghidorah. They were pricing stuff, and they hadn't priced the Mecha King Ghidorah for me yet. It's not Trendmasters, it's just Bandai pink tag, and it's on hold for me. They did give me this guy. Like, I picked it up and I was like, how much do you want for this? And they were like, I don't know, $3. And then we got to the register and they were like, I said $2, right? I was like, of course you did, $2. Of course, not that big of a difference, but so I got this guy for like $2.14. Yeah, pretty decent, I say. And I just loved the Trendmasters Godzilla line, so they gave me something from the Trendmasters Gamera line. Really great, and I got it out of the package and everything, so yeah. But now for his gimmick, you see his horn here. I didn't notice what his gimmick was at first. I had to figure it out. It fires and then falls, and I have to go find it. But yeah, it does that. It looks pretty cool without it too. I mean, he's packaged without it, so he's packaged without it, and it's like up against the wall. So whatever. Found it. But yeah, it's a pretty cool figure. I really love how Trendmasters just took all their monsters and kind of like redesigned them. Well, they didn't, for this line, they didn't redesign Gamera and Gauss too much, just because it was for Gamera Guardians of the Universe, and those were the two monsters that appeared. But all the show monsters, they packed in there and redesigned. So, yeah, here's Jiger's redesign. I actually really like what they did with it. With his horn, and I like his fin here, the paint apps on the fin. It's really, really cool. The reason I think he's supposed to roar is he has like these little speaker things right there, and this thing that resembles a button, but can't really go down. So I think, pretty sure he was supposed to roar, but as you can tell I'm doing detail and paint. Really just wicked head sculpt. I mean, look at that. That's crazy looking. It's pretty cool though. I dig it. I really dig it. And it's red with all the black in there. Looks really cool. Got his claws of the black. I mean, he looks really nice, and I like how he's not symmetrical, how they made this leg different. This is his tail. It's pretty cool. I should watch this movie. I've actually been watching a lot of Showa Gamera films lately. I don't know, I've just been in the mood. But, yeah, so that's detail and paint. He's actually pretty good looking, if you're into the Trendmasters designs and stuff. But now how about some articulation? Forward and back on the legs. All four legs. And also the head swivels. So yeah, that's actually it for articulation, just 5 points. So yeah. Well, that's pretty quick. So now, I guess we can get into size comparisons. Here's our Trendmasters Jiger with some Bandai Camera figures. These are from the 6-inch lines, and this is the repaint of the Memorial Box Gamera. It's just green, and the eyes are painted different, so no big deal. But obviously doesn't scale up well at all. Unless you want to count this as like a younger Jiger, because they did put like a baby Jiger in Gamera, if any of you seen that movie. The impregnated Gamera. And this could be like a baby Jiger growing up to get vengeance on its parents if you're into like fan films and stuff, I don't know. But then here's my Memorial Box Gauss. So yeah, he just really doesn't scale up with 6 inches at all. But if you have like any 6-inch kaiju figures, he's just not gonna go well with them, period. Now here's our Jiger with some more Trendmasters figures. These are from the Godzilla line. Since I don't have any other Gamera ones yet, I plan on getting the Gamera itself. But yeah, here's the Roaring Godzilla. And I think they scale up excellent together. So already he's scaling up well with your other Roaring Trendmasters monsters. And then here's one of the slightly smaller scale that's unarticulated and doesn't roar, and it's Mogera. Who I actually only got for like $1 more than I got him for, believe it or not. They're fine, I guess. They don't scale up too well together. Like, you see, the smaller inch line doesn't scale up as well, because there's the Godzilla. And it's just not, it doesn't feel like it scales up as well. So, yeah, I guess he really scales up best with these guys. I mean, you could probably say that he fits in well with some of the smaller ones. Like, there's Rodan. I guess it doesn't look too terrible with Rodan. Nah, it's fine with the smaller Rodan. But he'll probably look better with your 5-inch roaring monsters. So what are my final thoughts on the Trendmasters Jiger from the Gamera Guardian of the Universe line? To be honest, I like it. I really do like it. I like all of the Trendmasters monsters figures so far. I mean, they're really cool. I mean, I thought they could have done a little more with their American Godzilla line, like throwing some of the animated series monsters in there, or not just made the same Godzilla figure with a different paint job over and over again. But with the Japanese Godzilla monsters and these Gamera monsters, I think they did an excellent, excellent job. I really do. I mean, this is a cool figure. It's a great redesign. The gimmick isn't too terrible, and if he loses the missile, he still looks pretty cool if you lose the missile. So lucky I found him with the missile. That's pretty cool. But, yeah, he is a pretty tight monster, I have to admit. He is very, very cool. Scales up well, looks nice. I gotta give this guy 3 out of 5 stars. I mean, you know, for what he is, he's a really cool figure, and I dig him. And if you guys are in the Gamera or love Trendmasters and giant monsters in general, I say pick him up. I got mine for an excellent price. I usually see him in box online, and recently I saw him going for like $25, $30. Used to be more than that, actually. And I usually see a couple at G-Fest. Like last time I was at G-Fest, I saw several of these guys. So, yeah, just go on, see what you can find, and I will see you guys later after you rate, comment, and subscribe. You thought I was going to end there, but I didn't. Yeah, rate, comment, and subscribe. I love your feedback. Check out the links in the description below to our Facebook, Twitter. We'll follow you back. Second channel, action figure collecting. All kinds of cool stuff down there. And remember to visit mycomicsplus.net and use the coupon code found in the description below to get 10% off of your purchase. And they actually do have some Godzilla figures there, so you can go check that out. Alright, well that's it, you guys. 3 out of 5 stars, and I'll see you all later.